In Rock, summer temperatures routinely push past the triple digits. With the sun baking your roof for 14 hours a day, the air conditioning system serves as your home's primary life support. A clicking sound from the outdoor unit, or vents blowing slightly warm air, might seem like a nuisance at breakfast. By mid-afternoon, as the indoor temperature climbs past 90 degrees, that small symptom becomes a direct safety threat to your family and pets. These failures hit two types of housing profiles the hardest. You have established neighborhoods with systems hitting the 15 to 20-year mark, and newer developments where builder-grade units are pushed beyond their physical limits. Ignoring those early warning signs has a steep financial cost. You trade a scheduled, low-cost diagnostic visit on a Tuesday morning for emergency, peak-rate service on a Sunday afternoon. Surviving this climate requires a shift from reactive panic to informed, localized action. You need to know what's failing, why it's failing, and how to protect your budget. This quadrant chart maps AC symptoms by repair cost and system impact. The bottom left identifies minor issues, like blown capacitors or dirty filters. Simple, fast fixes. The top right represents a different reality. Failed compressors or frozen coils are major mechanical failures, needing expensive parts. Short cycling is one of the most deceptive problems. This is when your AC turns on for a few minutes and then immediately shuts off. While it might feel like the unit is trying to work, that constant starting and stopping physically destroys the compressor over time. Identifying which quadrant your symptoms fall into is the first step toward a fair repair. When you understand the scope of the problem, it's much harder for a contractor to overcharge you for a simple fix. Central Texas air conditioners serve two critical roles. They lower the air temperature while simultaneously acting as massive dehumidifiers, stripping gallons of ambient moisture from your home every day. When hot, humid air is pulled across a freezing cold evaporator coil, a rapid reaction occurs. Heavy condensation forms instantly, dripping off the metal. This flowchart illustrates the drainage process. Condensation creates gallons of water daily, dropping into a pan and flowing down a drain line to the outside. If algae creates a blockage, the water backs up, overflows the internal pan, and pools right through your ceiling. Skipping seasonal maintenance turns a mechanical failure into a property crisis. A single clogged line can trigger a massive indoor plumbing backup, resulting in thousands of dollars of ceiling and flooring damage. Your specific location in Round Rock often determines the type of AC failures you'll encounter. Cooling demands differ wildly between older, established areas with heavy tree shade and the brand new subdivisions baking in direct sunlight. In older homes, systems reaching the 15 to 20-year mark are hitting their mechanical limits. These units primarily suffer from slow refrigerant leaks and exhausted electrical capacitors. In newer builds, the equipment itself is often the weak point. Many feature builder-grade units that are undersized for the actual square footage. They run at maximum capacity all summer long, burning out motors and compressors years ahead of schedule. An effective repair strategy requires a technician who understands this context. They must match their diagnostic approach to the actual architectural reality and age of your specific neighborhood. Eventually, every homeowner faces a difficult decision. When a technician hands you a repair estimate exceeding $600, you have to decide whether to authorize the work or cut your losses. To make this decision objective, use the 50% rule. First, is your unit older than 10 years? Second, is the repair more than half the value of a new system? If your system is under 10 years old and the estimate is under $600, follow the green path. Repairing is highly cost-effective and protects your investment. Your unit requires higher upfront capital, but it removes the constant anxiety of a breakdown on a 100-degree day. Additionally, the increased efficiency will immediately lower your monthly utility bills. Applying the 50% rule keeps the emotion out of the transaction. It prevents you from throwing good money after bad on a dying HVAC system. If the math points toward a full replacement, you can use several financial incentives exclusively available to Texas homeowners to reduce the total price. Local utility providers like Encore offer up to $600 in rebates for upgrading to high-efficiency systems, lowering your base cost from day one. You can then stack the federal component. Current tax credits allow you to claim up to $2,000 for qualifying heat pumps, providing a dollar-for-dollar reduction of your tax liability. There are strict requirements to claim these funds. You must use a licensed contractor and secure proper AHRI efficiency certificates. A DIY install instantly disqualifies you. Successfully stacking these local and federal rebates changes the return on investment. Over a 5-year period, a brand new, efficient system is often cheaper than paying for a string of Band-Aid repairs on an old unit. When your house is 95 degrees inside, the desperation for cool air can be overwhelming. This pressure makes it incredibly difficult to find a contractor you can actually trust. Many generic AC companies rely on slick marketing promises to get through your door. The actual service often involves hidden trip fees, vague estimates, and aggressive upselling once they have dismantled your equipment. To protect yourself, use this Round Rock Trust Scorecard. Demand 3 specific things: upfront written pricing, fully stocked service trucks, and active state licensing. A fully stocked service truck is a non-negotiable requirement. It ensures the technician has the most common capacitors, motors, and refrigerants on hand, allowing them to fix the problem the same day without leaving you waiting in the heat for parts to ship. Demanding these criteria ensures you are paying a professional for accurate, permanent diagnostics, rather than funding educated guesses across multiple disruptive visits. In the Round Rock climate, the stakes are physical. When the cooling stops, a comfortable home becomes unlivable within hours. You have 3 clear paths forward. You can book an emergency same-day repair, schedule proactive maintenance to clear your drain lines, or begin planning a strategic system replacement. Regardless of the path you choose, securing upfront pricing is your best protection. It shields you from the predatory surge pricing that plagues this industry during a heat wave. Don't wait for your system to fail entirely. Contact a local, fully licensed technician with stocked trucks and demand a complete diagnostic health report for your equipment. Taking immediate, informed action is the only way to restore your home's safety and comfort before the Texas heat causes irreversible damage to your property.